Years ago, you did an interview, which may come back to haunt you. You know what I'm going to say, right?
No.
Okay. You did an interview in which you said, not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Mm. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No, not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good. I
think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
What would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again and get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
To give her a good slap?
Yeah, absolutely.
What if she gives you a good slap back?
Well, then you get into another area. I mean, then maybe she's getting to like it, and then it becomes something else. I don't know. But, no, seriously, I think that it's the last resort. He's not going to do it because he wants to do it. Huh?
Wait till people see this interview. You're going to get mail. Years ago, I would have done a lot of talking, and I would have gotten monosyllables back.
No, you wouldn't have got monosyllables. You would have gotten someone very crafty, someone who would have, you know, I would have been not monosyllabic, but it would have been a lot of untrue stuff coming out. I mean, I used to do don't take drug commercials, and I used to do don't drink commercials when I was, you know, that's...
You fake.
Fake. I was a fake.
You talked about the day it changed with someone you cared about. It's an awful big, you know, change in one day.
Somebody that I was in a relationship with from America, and it was in Prescott, Arizona. I flew to Prescott, Arizona, and I got, I was told that I would have this confrontation, and there would be a counselor for me and a counselor for him. Beforehand, they told me, when you get there, we want you to write everything down that you don't like about this person. And I'm going to leave this person anonymous because I don't want it to affect their life. But I want you to write what you don't like about them, what you think their faults are. And so I wrote down 3 things. I wrote, he doesn't put his CDs back in the cover, he's untidy, and something else.
Nothing things.
Nothing things. So I read my list out, which didn't take very long. And then he read his list out. And it was the whole thing.
What did he say?
He said that I was a drug addict, that I was an alcoholic, that I was bulimic, I was a liar, that I was totally... I mean, he didn't leave anything... I mean, it was the whole works. And I sat there and I was trembling and I cried, and he cried because he thought that I would just storm out the room, which was my normal behaviour for someone saying that to me. And I was so relieved, and I said, yeah, you're right. I'll go, I'll get help. And... that's since then my life has gotten back. I've started living again.
Are you comfortable now with your sexuality or with your homosexuality?
Yes.
Do you consider yourself?
What's going on, you Joe? This is Fex. It's just time to announce the death of Barbara Waters. Barbara Waters has died at the age of 93 this evening at her home in New York. Can't forget, Barbara Waters was one of the outstanding journalists during her time. He worked at ABC News as a news anchor for over 50 years. Her death cause has not yet been revealed by the family, but they have asked for privacy during this trying time. May her soul rest in peace. You can't forget, Barbara Waters was one of the outstanding journalists, and she worked as a good example to the female gender in the journalism. She spearheaded the female gender into journalism. During those times, the journalism section was mainly taken up by men.